Good morning. Today is Wednesday, and we're continuing with our look at John C. Maxwell's book, Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. Today, we are looking at the third connecting principle. On Monday, we talked about how connecting helps to build influence. On Tuesday, we talked about how connecting is about others. And today, the third connecting principle is that connecting goes beyond words. The key concept, what we really want you to take away from this, is that the more you do to go beyond words, the greater the likelihood that you will truly connect with people. Now, John Maxwell says in the book that you connect on three different levels. You connect visually, you connect intellectually, and you connect emotionally with them to go beyond words. And he offers some suggestions, depending on the group size, of how you can do this, and I'll share those with you now. In a one-on-one setting, the first thing is the visual connection, and you want to make sure you establish that by making eye contact. Keep that eye contact continuously. If you get distracted momentarily by a cell phone buzzing or someone walking in the room, just make sure you bring that eye contact back to that person that you're communicating with so that they know you're visually connecting. To connect with them intellectually, you can ask questions. Now, yesterday I talked about how you can ask questions to show that you value what it is they're saying, but this also works on an intellectual level because you can learn more about what it is that they're sharing and understand it better, and that's how you connect intellectually. And then to connect with them emotionally, you can put your hand on their arm. You can show them the emotion that they're talking about. Make sure you don't violate any personal space or cross any boundaries, but do make sure you make an emotional connection with them. In a group setting, when it's a small group of people, again, eye contact is important. You can look around the room and make eye contact with the entire group individually at one point or another. But also, here's a critical thing. You need to set an example. You need to lead the others to do the same by offering and connecting with people visually, making that eye contact with individuals when they have the floor. So if someone in the group is speaking at the moment, you'll want to make eye contact with that person and lead everyone else to do the same if you're in a leadership type of role especially. So when you're connecting with them visually, then you want to make that intellectual connection. If someone in the room has contributed something, a good way to make an intellectual connection with them is to repeat and acknowledge what they have shared, validating them, but also building upon it. So if you build upon that, what you've done then is you've helped them to grow in some way by adding your additional information to it, but you've also established this intellectual connection. And then to connect with them emotionally, what you'll want to do is honor whatever it is that the group is working toward. Make sure you show that. Don't just say it. Make sure you show that you truly honor what they represent. Connecting with a large audience on these different levels gets a little more difficult, but it's doable. You can connect visually by smiling a lot. That means a lot to an audience if you smile a lot. Now, when you want to connect intellectually with a large group of people, the way to do that is to allow them some time to truly process whatever it is you're saying to them. People listen at different speeds, and so make sure you put some pauses and breaks in there so that they can reflect on what you've said. Repeat important things to bring them home and to really help that intellectual connection grow. And then to connect with a large group emotionally, you can do this with your facial expressions. You can laugh, and don't be afraid to show raw emotion. A lot of times when I'm speaking to a large group, if I'm talking about something that's emotional, I tend to rehearse it a lot so that I won't cry through it. But what happens is I lose that emotion that is behind it. So I have to really work to get to a point that I can remember what I'm going to say and not get so emotional that I fall apart. But at the same time, you want to make sure they see the emotion. I hope that this helps you connect in a way that goes beyond words. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.